Hi. Yeah, there's a train going by. Yeah, my name's Bruce. This is my channel. Sometimes it's my classroom in the forest, and sometimes it's not. But today it's not. That's just the way it is. I hope you can bear with me and be a little bit understanding. We don't get to do perfect. And I mentioned before that I'm really not very good at making these videos. Uh, my technical video making skills are not that great, and they exceed my imagination, and my imagination doesn't really go maybe as far as I might like to, or perhaps as far as it went when I was really maybe a kid, 50 years ago. Wow, the train's really loud. I don't. This is kind of an experiment to see how well this audio works, even with the train going by. Trains are one part of our economy. They're part of transportation, and really we should have more of that, more rail. But we have to have better rail and electric rail, and better, because if you speak with someone that's in the trucking business, they'll start telling you all the reasons why they should be using trucks and not trains. And there's and where I am happens to be in one of the epicenters for truck transport in possibly in the world or North America. There's so many trucks that travel on a major corridor nearby that it really, you wouldn't even believe it. It'd boggle your mind how much trucking is there. And if you happen to be in another part of the world, like say I don't know, California or Chicago or Alberta, then you might say, oh, wait a second, we have lots and lots of trucks by us too. We have lots of trucks. But you know what? The route that goes basically between Detroit, Windsor, Toronto, Montreal, and Quebec City is hold my beer. There's an astounding amount of trucks that go in that, and that's really it's not good, especially when there's other options available. The trucks they present a lot of problems, really. One is the emissions. I mean, the amount of fine particulate carbon emissions that come from large diesel trucks is astounding. They're proportional to the amount of trucking that happens. It's overwhelming. And then you have the issue of general wear and tear on the road, that's just a fact. And then you have the safety consideration of driver fatigue, because there's so much competition in the trucking industry that the tariffs, the freight rates just go down and down and down, and the amount of money that's paid to the drivers goes down and down and down, and the cost of living goes up and up and up. And so what drivers are willing to do to earn a living and feed their families just steps over the line. So you'll have drivers that are traveling, say, between Toronto and Montreal. They might travel between Toronto and Montreal, Montreal and Toronto, and Toronto and Montreal, and that's in one day. And that particular trip for me, not in a truck, is very, very, very tiring. It's just going in one direction, doing that once, 1/3 of the distance of one of these truck guys overwhelms me. I mean, I'm very tired at the end of it, and I need some rest. And then when I'm driving along and I see these trucks, and I mean, the drivers are generally very, very professional, but you're watching them, they're fatigued. And at this trip, it's that distance, Toronto Montreal, it's like 300 miles, it's about 500 kilometers. And my wife and I made the trip one day, and in that one trip we counted 24 semi-trailers on their side in the ditch in one day. And now, admittedly, that was there was bad weather, but but the economic pressure on these drivers, the financial pressure on them to continue the journey regardless of the weather is astounding. And we can do a lot better, really a lot better, because I talk, I mean, ostensibly, my name's Bruce and this is my channel. Okay, if you want to subscribe, great. Actually, I really like it when people subscribe. But ostensibly, the channel is I like this, is about economics and public policy. Now, we can cast that in a lot of different lights because the idea, like the broad concept, it covers almost every aspect of our lives. But there you go. So why am I talking about right now? I'm talking about trucks and trains. I wasn't planning on talking about trucks and trains, but I'm talking about trucks and trains, and this idea of options. Okay, so there are viable, really credible options to sending goods by truck in this corridor and really everywhere. Okay, so we have to incentivize or create obstacles, create barriers to people wanting to transport by trucks, and create positive outcomes for people wanting to transport not by truck. There you go. But my name's Bruce. This is my channel. Thanks for watching. I might wrap that one in a package. Okay, that's in a package. Thank you.